Hi, my name is Pavlo, and I am a front-end developer from Agiliway. There is something really exciting happening in technology, the new paradigm shift. AI technology started to shape the world. Things that it allows you to create just wasn't possible before. It can generate multimedia content, recognize objects on camera, and even solve coding problems. With AI technologies, we achieve a possibility to recognize and interpret human language that can dramatically change the way people use their devices. I have been lucky enough to work on AI-enhanced interfaces on two different projects. So I'm here to talk about speech user interfaces. Here is today's agenda. We will talk about interfaces in general, what makes a good user interface, what improvements speech interfaces can bring to the table, speech AI tools that we can use to develop voice interface. And finally, we will look at a couple of use cases. All right, so let's start by talking about interfaces. Essentially, interface is a way of communication, and the human-machine interface is of our interest. To tell your PC what you want it to help you with, you use input interfaces, like a keyboard, mouse, or touchscreen. And to get the result back from it, you use output interfaces, like personal computers or mobile screen. Human-machine interfaces that we are so deeply familiar now have had to be figured out and pieced together throughout hundreds and thousands of prototypes, user tests, and crazy ideas. The earliest computers relied on cumbersome interfaces such as punch cards. They are paper cards where holes should be punched by hand or machine to represent instruction for the computer. This interface was extremely time-consuming and cumbersome. Then we invented terminal interfaces. Terminals profoundly shaped the evolution of personal computers as we know them today. They established the keyboard and screen as primary tools for interaction. People used keyboards to write commands and get results in text form displayed on a screen. The breakthrough came with the advent of mouse and graphical user interfaces, making computer more accessible for wider audience. GUIs introduced a notion of desktop, windows, icons, and pointers. The birth of iPhone and Android phones gave us the ability to use gestures like swipe or drag that is more intuitive for people. And finally, in 2010, with a progress in AI field, world witnessed a new type of human-machine interfaces, voice interfaces. They have had a profound impact on the world of human-computer interaction. They enable natural and intuitive communication with devices, making technology more accessible and efficient. This made possible the invention of products like Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple Siri. This history outline show how every now and then the way of how we use our devices is changing. And it's important to keep up with progress and use new technological innovation in our products. Now let's talk about what makes a good user interface and what speech interfaces can bring to the table right now. Key characteristics of an effective UI is convenience, intuitiveness, accessibility, and speed. Intuitiveness refers how easily users can understand and interact with an interface without extensive training or learning. Convenience is a significant characteristic. It defines how effortless it is for users to achieve their goals when they are interacting with a system or device. The speed of human-computer interface is a critical factor. It influences how fast users are able to input information into computer for processing. This accessibility is a parameter that is of particular importance when we are speaking about speech interfaces. Accessibility in human-machine interfaces ensures that people of all abilities can use technology effectively. Voice interfaces can greatly enhance human-machine interaction. Here is how they can improve each of these aspects. Voice interfaces can make interactions more intuitive by allowing users to communicate with a technology with using of natural language. Voice interfaces leverage natural language processing to understand and respond to human speech, enabling users to interact with systems as they would in a natural conversation. This reduces the need for users to learn specific commands or learn navigation paths. Speaking is one of the most natural forms of human communication, making voice interfaces inherently intuitive. Users do not need to adopt to new input methods. Voice interfaces can speed up interactions by reducing the time required to input commands. Users can quickly execute commands by speaking them directly, bypassing the need to navigate through menus or type out instructions. For instance, saying "show my recent orders" is faster than manually navigating through the app's interface to find order history. Voice interfaces enhance convenience by simplifying complex tasks and making technology more accessible in various contexts. User can interact with web application effortlessly using voice commands to navigate the interface, search for information, and manage tasks without needing to use a keyboard or mouse. Voice interfaces are particularly useful in situations where hands-free operation is beneficial, such as while driving, exercising, or cooking, making applications more practical in diverse contexts. Voice interfaces significantly improve accessibility by enabling users with various disabilities to interact with technology effectively. Voice interfaces allow visually impaired users to operate devices and access information without relying on visual cues. For users with limited dexterity or mobility, voice interfaces provide alternative to keyboards, mice, touch screens, enabling them to control devices and perform tasks using speech. While primarily beneficial for those with visual or motor impairments, voice interfaces can also be configured to work with visual feedback and text-to-speech functionalities to assist users with hearing impairments. Voice interfaces can simplify interactions for elderly users or those less familiar with technology by reducing the complexity of navigating digital interfaces and allowing for natural language interactions. Speech AI at its core is a technology that empowers computers to understand, generate, and essentially communicate in human language. It introduces two primary components: speech recognition, where human speech is translated into text, and text-to-speech, where written text is converted into spoken words. Let's review tools that can be used to develop speech interfaces. There is a lot of services that can be used today, like Browser Speech API, or those provided by cloud services like AWS, Google Cloud Platform, or Azure. The Browser Speech API is a web-based API that is completely free and available in most modern browsers. It allows developers to incorporate speech recognition and synthesis capabilities directly into the web applications. It offers basic functionalities such as real-time speech recognition and text-to-speech conversion, make it suitable for simple applications like voice-activated search or basic dictation tools. However, while the Browser Speech API is a powerful tool for adding speech capabilities to web applications, it has several limitations. The performance and accuracy of the API can vary significantly across different browsers and different devices. Cloud-based services, on the other hand, provide several significant advantages over Browser Speech API. Cloud services offer advanced capabilities such as speaker identification, channel differentiation, custom vocabulary, etc. These features enhance the accuracy and functionality of speech recognition. Cloud services are designed to handle large volumes of data and multiple concurrent users seamlessly. They provide robust infrastructure that ensures consistent performance and reliability. Cloud services support a wide range of languages and dialects, offering better global reach and applicability. They continuously update their language models to improve accuracy and include more regional variations. Cloud services allow for extensive customization, including the ability to create custom speech models tailored to specific industry jargon or user needs. Leading cloud providers offer robust security measures, including data encryption, anonymization, and compliance with global data protection regulations like GDPR or CCPA. These advantages make cloud services a good choice for developing sophisticated, scalable, and reliable speech-enabled applications. Voice customization in speech services offered by major cloud providers allows developers to tailor voice recognition and synthesis to meet specific application requirements. Let's review available voice customization options. Speech-to-text offers following ones. Custom vocabulary allows to define lists of specific terms, such as industry jargon, brand names, or technical terms to improve transcription accuracy. Cloud providers let's create voice identity by providing audio training data for a single speaker that, for example, can be used in voice authorization. Noise reduction can be customized as well to improve recognition accuracy in specific noisy environments. On the other hand, Text-to-speech offers voice selection of a wide range of pre-built voices with different accents, gender, and styles. Cloud services allows to control various aspects of speech synthesis, such as pronunciation, volume, pitch, and speech rate. It makes possible to create unique synthetic voice that can match brand identity. Cloud services even led to create video avatars. Video avatar are Video avatars are digital representations of humans that can mimic facial expressions, lip movements, and gestures to provide a realistic and interactive experience. Because of constant microphone usage, privacy is a big concern here. Privacy regulations for voice interfaces are essential to address unique challenges posed by the collection and processing of voice data. By implementing and adhering to privacy regulations, we can empower our products with benefits of voice interfaces while building trust relationship with our users. Here is why we need privacy regulations for voice interfaces. Voice interfaces collect and process voice recordings, which are considered personal data. These recordings can include sensitive information, personal conversation, and identifiable characteristics such as tone, accent, and even emotional state. Many voice-activated devices are designed to listen for wake words, like, for example, Hey Siri or Alexa. This allows
Is there something else I can help with?
This always-on functionality raises concerns about unintended recordings. Regulations such as GDPR and CCPA provide users with rights to access their data, request corrections, and demand deletions. These rights give users control over their personal information. Strong privacy regulations help build consumer confidence by ensuring that organizations handle data responsibly and transparently. Let's look at a couple use cases that Speech AI comes in handy. The first use case is real-time voice communication. There is a large amount of web applications that offer real-time voice conversation capability. For example, Zoom, Google Meet, Teams, Skype, etc. They are AI speech. They use AI speech features to enhance their UI and make it more convenient and accessible. Nowadays, you can empower your application to have similar features. Every voice conversation can potentially have a critical value for your clients that can be preserved by means of transcription. Sometimes it may happen that not all attendees were able to join, or there was an important detail lost in a large audio record. Sure, you can record a call and save it for later use, but audio or video isn't a convenient one to process, a convenient one format, I mean. Speech-to-text technology lets you to convert conversations in a text that will not only preserve it, but it will make it convenient for a wide variety of processing techniques. For example, summarize large volumes of text, grammar corrections, named entity recognitions, etc. Live voice conversation is a really big problem from interface convenience and accessibility point of view. Attendees can have an issues hearing audio. He or she can be at a loud place, for example, or audio may be difficult to discern or understand. Especially, it can cause troubles for deaf and hard of hearing persons. Speech to text can make it possible to add captions, that is, time synchronized text that accompanies audio or video content. That will make it possible to participate in a call for a wider range of people. Nowadays, when people are able to cooperate all over the world, it's a common thing where when people of a different language background are present on a single call, we can make our interface more convenient for our users by translating a speech in real time. It is possible to add real-time captions that is translated for a particular language. This makes it possible to cooperate effectively with people from almost any part of the world. Language can be set manually, or it can be set with language identification feature automatically. It takes voice input for a couple of seconds and returns detected language. Deorization. When transcribing a conference or dealing with captions, it is crucial to label each user's replica accordingly. Listener needs to understand who said what, so that in a final call transcription, it will be structured accordingly to phrase author, and captions will be displayed in the right organized way. Voice commands is the next use case. In the context of web applications, traditional manual user inputs such as clicking, typing, or tapping can be significantly enhanced with the integration of voice commands, providing a more accessible and convenient way to control interface. For web applications focused on accessibility, voice commands enable users with physical disabilities or motor impairments to navigate websites, fill out forms, and interact with content without relying on manual input methods. For e-commerce websites, customers can use voice commands to search for products, add items to their carts, and complete transactions quickly and effortlessly. Voice commands can be implemented in the web application through various approaches, each with its own strength and use cases. The main method include strict key matching, template matching, and intent recognition. Here is an overview of each approach. Strict key matching. In strict key matching, every possible voice command is predefined and mapped to a specific single function or response, with the system only recognizing and responding to exact matches of these commands. This approach is advantageous due to its simplicity and predictability. However, it also has significant drawbacks, such as limited flexibility, as users must know and use the exact phrasing of commands. This method is particularly suitable for simple applications with a limited set of commands, like basic device controls, commands that has commands, for example, like turn on the light or play music, or scenarios where precise control and predictability are crucial. Template matching involves recognizing voice commands using patterns or templates, which can include placeholders for variable paths of the command, variable parts of the command. For example, the speech grammar interface in the Web API allows developers to define the speech recognition grammars using templates. Template matching is ideal for applications where commands have a structured format, but include variable elements, such as search queries. For example, commands like search for term or increase volume by some amount of points. And for interactive voice response systems, where user provide information in a predictable format. And the last one is intent recognition. Intent recognition transcends simple phrase matching by understanding the user's intent based on spoken input. Leveraging natural language processing and machine learning models to interpret the meaning behind words. This approach is highly flexible, accommodating a wide range of commands and phrasings, making it very user-friendly. It also provides context awareness, enabling more accurate and relevant responses. However, implementing intent recognition is complex, requiring advanced development skills in NLP and machine learning. And it is resource intensive, often needing significant computational power or usage of cloud services. This method is ideal for complex applications with diverse user inputs, such as virtual assistants like Google Assistant and Alexa, as well as customer service bots that must handle varied inquiries and deliver textually appropriate responses. Voice assistant is another common use case. Voice commands are specific spoken instructions designed to trigger single-purpose actions. In contrast, voice assistants use natural language processing to understand and respond to a wide range of queries in a conversational manner, handling complex tasks, maintaining context, and providing personalized responses. Creating a voice assistant for a web application requires speech recognition, natural language processing, and response generation. To achieve this, you will need a speech-to-text API to convert spoken language into text. And once transcribed, the text can be processed by large language model. The generated text response is then converted back into speech using text-to-speech API to provide a natural voice output. We have different options while picking LLMs. Cloud-based LLMs like ChatGPT offer easy of integration through cloud-based APIs and allows developers to quickly and add these sophisticated conversational capabilities to their applications without extensive setup of infrastructure. However, using cloud-based LLMs and speech APIs can be expensive, particularly with high usage. Additionally, response times may be affected by network latency and the processing time required by cloud services, which can impact the user experience. Custom LLMs involve training your own language model, tailored to specific tasks or domains. This approach offers significant advantages in terms of customization and control. Tailoring models to specific domains or tasks can improve accuracy and relevance, making them more effective for specialized applications. Conversational interface tools such as Google Dialogflow, Amazon Lex, and Microsoft LUIS are leading platforms for building conversational interfaces. These frameworks manage crucial aspects of conversational interface development right off the box. This ensures that developers can focus on enhancing the core functionality without worrying about some basic stuff. Let's review some examples of web applications that leverage speech API. Google Docs and Microsoft Office allows users to dictate text directly into editor, enabling hands-free typing and command execution for formatting and deleting. It is particularly beneficial for users who prefer speaking over typing or those with disabilities. Voice search on websites. Search engines like Google or Bing integrate voice search capabilities to let users search using natural language. Websites such as Duolingo or other language learning platforms use speech interfaces to help users practice pronunciation and conversational skills, providing immediate feedback on accuracy and fluency. Voice Actions is a browser extension developed by Google that makes it possible to control browser by voice commands. You can use it to open pages, navigate through tabs, and search with voice. And I'd like to mention my current project that is a medical dictation tool called Speech Direct that allows voice dictation, gives voice commands for basic text editing, and lets you create your own custom voice commands. That's all. Thank you for your time and possibility to share my knowledge. If you have some questions, please write them in the chat and I will try to answer them. If you mean voice commands, then yes, it is really easy from the technical point of view because there is a lot of services that handle this task. The more complexity is into UI, how you can include those voice functionality in your interface. But yes, we can see that more and more services incorporates those features right now. Thank you for the question. If there is no more questions, if someone will have a question in the future, you can message me to the email and I will try to answer it. Thank you for listening.